sometimes it can be overwhelming thinking of how do I choose the right design? How do I choose the right layout? How do I figure out what kind of design I want for my geometric tattoo? So when this happens, a client comes in, basically what I do, I say, pick work of mine that you like. The reason I do this, I don't just lay out a whole entire arm, unless it's like one pattern specifically on the entire arm, then yes, we lay out the entire arm. But a lot of people want different sections of geometry on their arm, okay? One thing I do is I make sure that these pieces flow with the musculature in the body and they look great on the arm because we want it to create movement. One thing that helps people is that if they don't have a huge budget where they can't afford to just do the whole thing all at once, they want to build it up. And that's, I think that's important because, hey, money is money, time is money, and it's important on planning out not just the design, but how much you're going to be spending on the tattoo. So I like to work with my clients. They come to me, they say, hey, look, I want a full sleeve tattoo. These are the elements I like. And honestly, the stuff they want is the stuff that takes a long time. So I assure them, look, we can get this piece done. It could take a couple years, but that's okay because what we're gonna do is we create a relationship together where we start working on the whole entire piece. We pick the pieces that we want and we go down the arm and it's chunks. It's kind of like people get traditional tattoo sleeves, right? So they want a traditional sleeve. I get a piece here, I get a piece here, I get a piece here, I get a piece here. And what that allows them to do is pay for these smaller pieces as they go and then do a background pattern. It's the same with how I choose to do larger geometric pieces that have different sections. So basically what happens is we do this piece, it costs this amount, you pay for that, boom. Then you go, hey, I'm ready for the next spot. I'm ready for the next one. And as we go down, the client really sees how over time it's building, it's coming together, and we have a lot of control over what the next pieces are gonna be and the next stages are gonna be. And I find that's a really great way to plan out a sleeve tattoo. That if I do this piece and then this piece, and like if I have everything planned out, I don't just put everything on at once. I do each individual section because what that does is it allows us to, hey, we get down here. I've lived with this for 6 months to a year, and I changed my mind and I think I want something else that reflects this, or I want something completely opposite. I used to want it all solid dark and super black and really heavy. And now I'm thinking that I want it dark and I want it to get lighter. So that's just something to think about when you're planning out a sleeve or any geometric piece for that sense. Like if you want to get a piece up here and a piece down here, it's important to think about what you want on the whole entire arm. What do you want? Even if you're just getting a shoulder piece, think about what you want the whole arm to look like, because this is important for your artist to know for the future. So I hope any of that information has helped. If you do have any questions, you can reach out to me through my Instagram, or you can email me at mattmaddocktattoo@gmail.com. My goal in this industry is to create amazing art for people and help people love their bodies, empower their bodies, and empower themselves. And that's what I want to do. So that's my goal in this industry. It's not just to make money and to get you in and get you out. It's to work with you, create a relationship, and to create the piece that you want and the body that you want. All right, thanks for listening. Appreciate you.